Hi, welcome back to rostermaker.com. In this short video, we will look at how to create your email template. At this point, we've created an account, we've created a team, we've added players, we've added games to our schedule, and now it's time to build our email template. The email template's really the heart and soul of why rostermaker.com exists. For 15 years, I sent our Monday morning email out from my servers at work. And a couple of years ago, I started formulating the idea of how to make it a fully functional portal that you have today. So let's get into it. As always, call, text, or emails with any questions. We'd love to help. All right, so I'm going to log in. And on our dashboard, you can see on the right, our little hit list is getting things marked out. The email is marked out as well, just because when we create your team, we actually build a default basic email template. But if you need to hop in here and edit it, we'll look at that right now. So I'm going to click email content. Over here, we've got this tool here where we're going to build our email. It's going to save it in the system, and we're going to mail it out typically every Monday. So here's how it all comes together. The subject will be built from the system by using the visiting team's name at the home team's name, and then the date and the time and the field. This is pretty cool. You will never get a text message from somebody saying, hey, when's the game, because it's in their email. All right, so the to section of the email, the top line of who the email's to, is going to be all your active players who are in the lineup. Remember, you can be active, inactive, you can be in the lineup, you can be not in the lineup. So this is everybody who's active and in the lineup. Now, who's CC'd? This is going to be all your active players who are not in the lineup, right? Like, they're still on the team, they're just not in the lineup for whatever reason. They're going to be in the CC area. Additionally, we can add people to the CC. Like, maybe you got somebody who's not even in Roster Maker, right? Like, you've got an extra coach, so you'll put him here. You can do extra coach at myteam.com. And we will add this email address to the email that goes out. We do the same thing in BCC. One guy's using it. He puts his wife on here, so I guess she needs to see the schedule or keep track of him or whatever, but you can do that too. You can go, my wife, and then you do at myteam.com. So we will blind carbon her or whoever you put in here. So now down to the body of the email. It's made up of 3 parts. There's a top, a middle, and a bottom. In the middle, we'll put your active schedule. So here's all your games. Remember, we made that all fired up versus YouTube. When we created schedules, we filled it in with more. You can see they're playing Hammer Time and Wild Pitch and Tailgaters. Anyhow, so that's your schedule. It'll be in the middle of the email. So the top part of your email is where you want to address, the purpose of this email. Are you in? Are you out? Are you on maybe this week? And then, you can put whatever you want in here, but by default, we find that people want to know who's unpaid and, different contact information. So this little area is just like editing Microsoft Word. So if you can edit Word, you can use these little buttons up top to do different things. You can change the font, you can change the size, colors, whatever. Typically, who hadn't paid for the season? Well, Steve, Bob, and Neil haven't paid. So you saw it started as bold font. I'm going to go ahead and unbold that. And you can, if you wanted to, you could make the font green. I can make Steve in a different Georgia font, and I can make it really big if I wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it. It looks pretty dumb, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll do a couple things. So fill-ins, if I meet somebody at the field and maybe they play for us, but we don't really know them, they're not on the team, they're not one of my friends, but they gave me their number, and said, hey, I'd like to play. Well, let's say I met Sam. He gave me his number. So I'll put his number in here. And once again, that's bold. Doesn't have to be. I can unbold it. And then at the bottom, please send me league dues via PayPal. Send it to info@rostermaker.com. I want to draw attention to that, so I'm going to, give it a purple background. or a red background. Please send me league dues. I'm going to say give me $40. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to make it big. I'm going to make it not that big. I'm going to make it green for money. And I'm going to bold it up, right? So I got all this stuff that I formatted up here. So that's cool and all. So that's the top of the email. Middle's the schedule, as I said. And then the bottom is just a spot for more content. At the bottom of your email, we will stick the team link that you set in your team profile. You know, typically that's going to be the city or, you know, intramural page that has schedules and maybe standings and things like that. My leagues, actually, they provide a small URL that you can add to your phone's calendar, and then it'll populate your calendar with, you know, all your team's games. That's kind of cool. Maybe you put that here for the rest of the league checkout. So it's going to be small url.com/calendar, you know, or whatever the URL is. I don't like that background, so I'm going to use this eraser, make it normal. That's cool. Let's have a great season. So now I've built my email. This is what's going to go out. So I can submit it, but here's a cool feature is you can send yourself a preview just to see what your email looks like. You know, maybe that font right there looks terrible. Well, let's see what it looks like in an email. So I'm going to hit send preview. So you can see preview sent to info@rostermaker.com. Check your spam. All right, so over here in my email, I just received this email. So here it is. Like, here's all the stuff I made. This is actually what's going to go out on Monday morning. We actually send you a preview automatically as a manager or as the admin of the site Sunday night, just so you can see this. But you can see that we've got, or the below email will be sent to these emails. To carbon copy, you see we got the extra coach in there, got my wife, and then here's all the font stuff we did. You know, we can do whatever. Typically, I will put our starters here, and then all the spares who want to, you know, not commit to the season but still want to be part of the team, you know, I'll put them on the part-time. And then, like I said, there's that URL for the calendar. Check it out. Here's that league page. So citylink.com/mylink. We actually created that when we created our team. So that's the preview email. This goes out Monday morning. Everybody can reply and let you know what's going on. That's really it for the template. We're ready to fire up a season. That'll be on another video. That does it for email. Thanks for your time. As always, call, text, or email if you have any questions. We'd love to help. Thanks.